Hey, welcome back to another edition of PC Whiskey Review. My name is Pete.
I'm Craig. We've got a couple of bourbons to kind of compare to one another, so we're doing another versus here. Pete, what do you have over there?
You know, I've got this great bottle here of straight bourbon whiskey from Tommy Bahama, and it's found at one of those local warehouse wine stores.
Yeah. I think that bottle's absolutely one of the most beautiful bottles we've seen. Why don't you hold it up to the camera a little closer?
Look at that.
That is pretty stuff. If the bourbon tastes half as good as the bottle looks, we should be in good shape. I've got over here, we're going to compare it to something we picked up at a big warehouse store you may go to once in a while. Calumet Farm. I'd never even heard of it before. This one comes at a respectable 105. It's a 15-year, so that also bodes well for depth of flavor. And you can kind of even look by the look and tone, comparing it to the Tommy Bahama. This has been in the barrel a little bit longer. What's the age statement on that one, Pete?
This one is actually blended with two different varieties. It's blended with a 4-year and a 7-year.
Oh.
And it's done by Coral Cay distilling. Puts these two together. And you know what? It's actually done here in Cashmere, Washington.
No way.
Yeah.
What's finished there or made there?
It says just bottled. Oh, it's bottled by Coral Cay Distilling in Cashmere, Washington.
Oh, I'll be danged. I had no idea. And this one's a Kentucky straight bourbon. I think what we'll do, I guess, dealer's choice. You want to maybe start with the
Let's start
Tommy
with
Bahama. One of the things we were kind of considering in this episode, Pete and I, was that we're getting real close to the holidays, and these run about 130-ish, somewhere in there. So on the higher end, so it wouldn't maybe be an everyday drinker for us. But this time of year, people kind of pick up bottles like this.
Gosh, this is just beautiful. I opened it somewhat earlier, so there's a nice little pop. But look at that. It's a glass.
Oh, that is
cork
pretty.
With a rubber ring.
And that, show them the top of that lid. It's got the Tommy Bahama swordfish.
You might not be able to see that.
See them?
I'm sure you can. But anyway, it's a beautiful bottle. We'll pour us a little bit.
I'm looking forward to this.
I'll pour a little on the light side since we want to drink a few today.
Yeah. Get through a couple of these. Yeah, that color's pale.
It is only coming in at 93 proof, I believe. Yeah, 93.
But
as long as it's flavorful, I'm all in.
Color isn't everything, you know.
Oh my. It's a little floral.
Yeah. Has the a little bit of the stone fruits and a bit of apple in there. Not a lot of caramel on the nose.
No, I don't notice the caramel at all.
Maybe because it's that blend of 4 and 7, we wouldn't catch a lot of that yet.
They got a little fig in there.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
I'm going in.
All right. Ooh.
Coats the tongue nicely.
That and it for what is this, 93?
Yeah.
That's awfully smooth for that is a real
Very
smooth
nice.
93. Wow.
I like
Let me
it.
have a little tiny sip of that again.
It stays on the tongue for a long time. Got a long aftertaste.
Bite of oak right at the end, but just a hint of it, and then it just mellows out into that nice kind of caramely sweetness at the end. Real smooth. That is about it's about the most balanced I've tasted in a long time.
Yeah, it goes. I feel it everywhere on the tongue. It doesn't. On the front part, not so much the back end. It doesn't go down very hot.
It's not overly dry in the palate either. It doesn't dry you out.
Yeah, it keeps your palate very smooth. I don't know what else to say about it.
I like
tasty.
that.
Ooh.
It's 93, which isn't super hot for us, but as smooth as any. Like what's one of the 80 proofs that we drink now and then?
Gosh, a gentleman jack once in a while. I know you wouldn't touch that very often.
Well, it's not bad. It's not my favorite.
A Maker's.
It's a little like
Maker's 46 would be
Basil Hayden's at 80.
Oh, Basil Hayden would be at 80 though.
This is smoother than, to my
Basil.
palate, it's smoother than that. So yeah, I think I'd give it a thumbs up. I'll drink it
I would
again,
drink it.
absolutely. And I would probably go another $130 for it if it was sitting on the shelf ready to buy.
I don't know if there's one just like that. I can't wait to get into that one.
Yeah,
Check
we don't
that
know
out.
yet, right?
Yeah, it's just whatever you're going to enjoy. And some nights I'd probably drink this, and other nights I'd rather have that.
That's quite
No.
good. Very drinkable. Well, look at that. Of course, you poured it kind of light, but
Well, I wanted to get through a couple of them.
that is,
Ooh, that's enough for a sampling.
yeah, and I think I would actually put this in the upper range of bourbons we've sampled. I would still put Booker's probably ahead of this.
Oh yeah.
The cured ham. We have an upcoming bourbon to try, another Booker example. We'll talk about that on the next episode. But all right, we'll
was quite
finish this
tasty.
up. We'll pour the next one. We'll see how we do here.
Maybe I'll put a little water in this glass just to rinse it out.
Well, that certainly I don't think would need to be watered down. I mean, that's just
No.
spot on.
Maybe we should try it with a little bit of water, just to. Yeah, too late. Maybe when we go back for more.
There you go. All right, let's cleanse our palates and we'll dig into the next one.
Sounds like a plan. All right, Craig, we just finished our Tommy Bahama. We enjoyed it. We both enjoyed that very
Yeah,
much.
that's quite good.
And now we're going to try something that you have on your side.
Yeah, again, pick this up at a big box store. Rhymes with Bosco. This is a expression named after a 1941 Triple Crown winner, Whirl Away. 15 years in the bottle. It's cold filtered. It's supposed to give it bolder flavors, and it says that will also give it a darker, richer color. I would have to agree with that,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that is some kind of beautiful tone in this. And again, it's over $100. And again, this is in Washington State. This is probably more affordable where you come from. But we'll give this a try. Compare it against Tommy Bahama.
Yeah.
I would tell you thus far, I would absolutely recommend that for a special occasion holiday pour if you're looking for something for the holiday.
Ooh, that's
Fairly
nice.
satisfying.
That
Nice
is very
uncorking
nice.
on that. This bottle is also, it's nice looking, but it doesn't quite hold the character of that. I want to keep that bottle. That Tommy Bahama is beautiful.
Yeah, but you've got a classic history bottle over there.
That's true.
1941.
41 Whirl Away.
Whirl Away was one of the horses that won the Derby back in the day.
And I guess some of the history about Whirl Away was he was addicted to the rail or something.
He wanted to stay on the rail, and that's not where you want to be for the winning position, but they made it work, so he became a winner.
Well, I guess the Whirl Away as a horse was a fairly stubborn animal. Didn't want to pay attention to what the trainer was wanting him to do, but still it all worked out. They turned that stubbornness away. Something about they changed the eye blinders or something for the horse, so it cured the problem, or it would come off the rail. We're certainly not horse historians, but we do like bourbon.
We like bourbon, and we love the idea that it came from Kentucky. So
Yeah, let's try this nose.
I look at the
color is beautiful. It's beautiful in the bottle. If it were a color competition, this has got it all day long over the Tommy Bahama.
Oh,
Wow.
Booker's
Real,
comes to mind right off the bat when I smell that. Like, ooh.
very rich on the caramel notes.
A little chocolate in there?
Yeah, like a deep chocolate, or a little bit of maybe earthy maple.
A little maple in there?
We're not Canada, Pete.
Well, yeah, we just had the.
That smells. I almost don't want to taste it now. It smells so good. Sometimes they smell great.
Just enjoy it, and then not. Oh, okay. We're gonna give it a go.
There's like a butterscotchy thing in there, just a hint of that, or oh, it smells wonderful.
Ooh. Okay, between this one and that one, first sip. I'm gonna wait till. Oh, that still goes on. A lingering
man,
aftertaste.
It's sweeter.
That's what I'm liking.
It's
There's definitely a little corn. You got the corn in there.
It's got a richness to it that I don't know. Wow.
Oh my gosh! And what was the proof on this one? It was
This
more
is-
than 93, and it was less than.
This is
110.
105.
105. Okay.
So again, it's not super hot on the tongue.
Not at all.
And again, I don't feel any need to put any water in it. Though we might want to try that just to see how it changes it. But wow, I think we're kind of getting to that Booker land again with this.
I would buy another bottle. That is something I would enjoy.
That
most
is
days.
really quite good. Wow, Pete. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, that
fantastic.
is just. A
So let
beautiful
me-
aroma.
Let me kind of rethink.
Okay, you're spending the same amount of money. Within
Yeah,
$10,
to
I
me,
think.
this is hands down. This would be the winner. Though the Tommy Bahama is quite good. I don't want to misrepresent it like it's not a good whiskey. It is.
It's your flavor profile, what you enjoy drinking it.
Well, I think you and I are both reacting the same way to that. That's pretty remarkable. It's rich.
Yes, that rich,
Let me
deep flavor.
Taking this sip, try to describe that. There's kind of a leathery funk, and then it goes into this sweet caramel. There's just a richness after that. You know what I mean? There's that earthy, weird hit. That's not a bad thing. This is much more layered, I think, than this would be a little more smoother in one kind of note profile. With this kind of,
There's a lot going on.
yeah, there's something
A
that hits
lot.
you kind of. I think that's probably that more pronounced oak in there after sitting for 15
an
years.
additional 8 years. Because that's a 15. This is just a 4 and a 7 combination. This is a very fine blended version.
This is super rewarding. I mean, that's a very, very good bourbon. Well,
I just like because it reminds you of a Pappy that you can just enjoy the aroma.
I think it's on par with the Booker. It's certainly in the land of Pappy for me. And just as a reminder, when we talk about Pappy-land, it's not that this is made by the Van Winkle family. It's just that there's such good bourbons that come from that lineage on the Pappy Van Winkle side that we often use that as a benchmark for comparing bourbons. Though, and not everybody's a Pappy Van Winkle fan. Though most are if they've had them.
That second sip is amazing.
This is spectacular. I think you're right. We should maybe try and grab another bottle before they're all gone. That's what's remarkable is I've never even heard of this bourbon before I saw it at the store.
I thought I've had this brand before, but I'm not sure. I need to. I'm starting to keep notes of what I'm drinking and what I'm not, and what I've had, just so I can go back and find them.
There's been enough now to start to blur together. I guess another way to maybe settle the competition between the two is I didn't mind drinking that. It was quite good. In fact, before I drank this, it was the best thing I've drank all day. But when you put the two up against each other, I think, for me anyway, hands down, this would get the PC whiskey review thumbs up. That is a quite good bourbon, and absolutely, I don't think it needs a touch of water, though. You want to put a splash in, just see what it does to it?
Yeah, because we would, just because we can, I suppose. We'll grab the bottle here.
Go real light. I don't have much left in there.
Oh yeah, not much at all. Oh my gosh. Half that for you.
Perfect. So, and again, we've often thought this doesn't need any water. Then we put a little in, and we're quite surprised by it.
And not to mention the temperature is kind of chilly this evening, and
It's a whopping 45 degrees here. We're in the...
the aroma changes dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it more. It takes the subtleness out of it.
This more notes of caramel and that
The
stone
car-
fruits there again.
Brings the caramel out.
Yeah. Oh, it's still good.
Neat or with water, either
Yeah,
way, it's
that's-
delightful.
It's delicious in either case. Wow. Well, what say you, Pete? You've had the two. What do you think?
My favorite, as much as I enjoyed this, it's still something I would drink if somebody offered it to me. I wouldn't hesitate. But if they're
Yeah.
giving me this one or that one, I'm going to go that way.
Well, let me second that. If you're going to invite us over and offer us either one of these, we'll be right over. Yeah, I've still got to give the nod to this. I would say, if I were going to score this, I'd put 8. This would be like 9.5, nearly 10 out of 10. This is close to some of the better bourbons I've ever drank.
Yeah, I don't give out 10s very often, so I'd have to give it a solid 9. And just my preference in drinking bourbons.
If
would be
you
that
are,
flavor.
if you're not a fan of a strong oak hit or that kind of leathery mid-tone, you're probably going to want that Tommy Bahama.
Yes.
Because it's just sweeter and more balanced maybe throughout. A little more one note, not in a bad way. This definitely is more layered, luscious. It's also maybe a little drier feel in the mouth, but I think that's also maybe because of the alcohol level.
Yeah, because
a little hotter.
A little hotter.
Let me finish that off.
Oh, see, I didn't have much left to start with. I enjoyed it. I don't mess around.
Well, that was successful. Great review. Hey, if you guys like this content, be sure and click the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so. If you don't like the content, Pete.
Thumbs down and make sure you hit it twice.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, coming up, we'll do another versus comparison. I think we've got, what do we have coming up, Pete?
Oh gosh, what do we have? We've got to find some things that are of equal value.
I think you have something from the barrel family that we might want to try. Anyway, we'll dig around the library and find out what we're going to do next. Until next time, we'll see you later.